Konnichiwa, my name is Juliana. I'm a 3-time ambassador alum. People to People has taken me to 9 countries. I'm here to tell you about an amazing 2-week journey. Welcome to your Land of the Rising Sun program. Tokyo, like many of Japan's incredible cities, is a mishmash of ancient and modern, the traditional and the cutting edge. Centuries-old temples exist side by side with towering skyscrapers and bustling rivers of traffic. As you cross the threshold of the Imperial Palace Plaza, prepare to be jarred back in time to the Shogunate era, when warlords fought for control of the island kingdom. The Imperial Plaza is just about 1.5 miles square, and because it sits right in the heart of Tokyo, is estimated to be one of the most valuable pieces of real estate on the planet. Although you can't enter the palace, the Imperial Plaza's open square and meticulously trimmed trees will make a tremendous backdrop for your photos. After the serenity of the palace grounds, you'll be blown away by the hustle and bustle of the Asakusa District, home to the Senso-ji Temple and Nakamise shopping arcade. The Senso-ji is Japan's oldest temple site, dating back to the 7th century. Its bright red facades make it instantly recognizable across the world. The temple looms over the endless stalls of Nakamise, a busy shopping arcade where you can find all kinds of snacks, souvenirs, traditional crafts, and more. Your dive into Tokyo's hotspots continues at the Miyajima Shrine, a beautiful Shinto tomb tucked into a large evergreen forest that spans 175 acres. At the entrance of the shrine, you'll pass under the wide beams of the torii, a tall gate that traditionally marks the entrance of Shinto shrines and symbolically represents the transition into the sacred realm. After the serenity of the Meiji Shrine, you'll be blown away by the legendary Oriental Bazaar in the Harajuku District, the vibrant center of Japan's shopping and fashion scene.
Stylish? I think yes.
Harajuku attracts Tokyo's fashion-conscious young people, who come to buy, see, and show off the latest trends. Of course, there's more to Tokyo than the entertainment scene. Every day, important political and economic decisions are hashed out in the corridors of Japan's enormous bureaucracy. The civil service contains more than 1 million employees. See the inner workings of this powerful machine at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government offices. Short for animation, anime describes a whole world of genres, styles, and technologies dating back to the 1960s, which has infused itself into all levels of Japanese culture. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to design, edit, or star in an anime movie? Well, People to People is going to hook you up. During an exclusive anime workshop, your delegation will do all kinds of amazing activities, like creating your own anime production or learning how the films are made. You simply can't have Japan without Mount Fuji. It's figured prominently in Japanese folklore for thousands of years. Lace up your hiking shoes and prepare to see the mountain up close and personal. Led by expert guides, your delegation will trek up the mountainside and surrounding area. After a full day of hiking, you'll be glad to ease into the hot, soothing waters of an onsen, a public bath fed from natural hot springs. As you take in the warmth of the onsen, you'll literally be soaked in tradition. Of course, even the onsen can't hold a candle to the cultural importance of green tea, the most commonly consumed drink in Japan, and a major pillar in Japanese life. You'll get to know all about the Japanese love for tea, starting at its source, a tea farm at Nihondaira. You'll pick your very own tea leaves from among the farm's neat rows of tea plants. Just like in classical Japan, tea picking and drinking remains an art form today, and involves elaborate, carefully choreographed tea ceremonies. As the sun sets, prepare for one of the coolest sights you'll ever see in your life, and a definite people-to-people moment. You won't believe your eyes as you watch several fishing boats dart around the Nagara River, lighting their way with small bonfires. The fire attracts fish to the surface, which are scooped out of the water by trained birds. Named cormorants, these birds are comfortable in and out of the water and are excellent fishermen. In the morning, take a jaunt through the local market and make your selection of fresh fruits and vegetables. Snack on them throughout the day as you explore the city of Takayama, one of the only cities in the country still built from the ancient materials of wood and thatch. As you stroll through the classically constructed village, you'll be transported to the Japan of yesteryear. At Takayama, jump right in and enjoy the hands-on experience of making your own traditional crafts or snacks, like rice crackers. Take your time and work carefully. Presentation is super important in Japanese culture, which is why they make so many beautiful things. The homestay is an unbeatable chance to make real connections with people from other cultures. Guests occupy a special place in Japanese culture, and you will feel right at home. You'll gain a whole new family and learn that things that are really important to you, like your family, your community, and making the world a better place, are important to people in other countries too. At heart, we really are more alike than we are different. By the end of your stay, you'll be armed with a new understanding of Japanese customs, and more likely than not, a ton of new words and phrases. Be warned, saying sayonara to your host family won't be easy. But don't worry, you'll stay in touch for years to come. From samurai to Sony, Japan boasts a rich and diverse heritage. However, this history is not without tragedies, namely the horror and destruction of World War II. In Hiroshima, you'll come face to face with his legacy and the resilience of the Japanese people. The somber Peace Memorial Park serves as a moving reminder of the atomic blast that leveled the city on August 6, 1945. As you take in the memorial's message, make a commitment to stand for peace. Cement your pledge by placing an origami crane at the Children's Peace Monument, which commemorates young victims of the war. Your delegation will come together and present dozens of individually hand-folded cranes. This special bonding experience will unite your group and leave you humbled by both the great evil and great love humans are capable of. Your exploration of Japan's spirit continues on Miyajima Island. After a breathtaking ferry ride, you'll reach the Itsukushima Shrine with its iconic floating torii. The shrine is dedicated to Shinto storm and sea deities and has been for over a millennium. If Tokyo is Japan's brain, Kyoto is surely its heart. With over 2,000 temples and shrines and countless museums, gardens, tea houses, and ryokan inns, it's impossible to be bored in the city. Chief among Kyoto's sights is the Kinkaku-ji Temple, better known as the Gold Pavilion. Why the Gold Pavilion, you may ask? Well, for starters, the 3-story temple is literally covered in the stuff. The artists in classical Japan knew their stuff and stylized their arts to perfection. In Kyoto, you'll carry on this tradition by trying your hand at one of these core rituals: calligraphy, a tea ceremony, or Kyogen dance. Each reflects the incredible attention to detail that characterizes Japan's classical arts. On your last night in Japan, step into the cool Kyoto evening and stroll along the Gion's district shops, restaurants, and tea houses. As the sun sets on your delegation's journey, your mind will be reeling from the treasures of Japan. After soaking in the onsen, spending quality time with your new Japanese family, conquering Mount Fuji slopes, and mastering the classical arts, you will have seen the best Japan has to offer from the unbeatable perspective of a people-to-people ambassador. It's your time now. So take that first step, discover a new treasure, and get ready for the world.